Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy XIII-2 on the Mysterious JG. We're into the home stretch of this LP here now. I had vaguely considered the possibility of doing a bunch of this off screen, but frankly, for a completionist LP, you're free to skip this video and join me later if you want, but I figured I would go after the enemies we haven't seen yet on screen, and to get that last fragment. And right now, that means that we need to go to Dying World? No. It's one of the Vile Peaks, 10 as fuck. There it is. And there's a battle that we have not encountered yet with just two of those weird dancing guys, where one of them is usually a commando and the other one is usually a synergist. Sometimes one of them is a Ravager and the other one's a synergist. Yeah. So we gotta go find this encounter, wherever it is. And to that end, we will turn our fragment skills. And we have Paradox Scope on, but we'll set Encounter Master to more enemies. And I guess we're just gonna kind of run around and don't know exactly where in the level these enemies will spawn, so let's run around until they spawn. I do appreciate the fact that Sarah, in her fairly skimpy outfit, is shown to be occasionally covering her sides with her arms as she runs around. I would imagine if you stand still, she might have a I am cold animation. Yeah, there you go, see? The detailed character work. You are a chocobo, you are not what we're looking for. But it's a black chocobo, I don't know for a fact we've caught one of those. No. We have not. It's actually a fairly resilient enemy, all things considered. Took quite a while to get rid of it, but we got a crystal out of it. So now we have another chocobo that we can use for chocobo racing, which I don't think I'm ever going to be doing again. Okay, well this is the encounter that we've been missing, I believe, although, hold on. Oh, this can't be it. We've already got these.
This one's mine.
So I don't know. Apparently there's more than one of these encounters around here.
Here. Goodbye.
Goodbye. God bless you. And God bless the United States of Yorkshire. Well, we got a power engine. Yeah, I'm not sure about that. That seemed pretty promising when we fought giant, weird, bird-looking guys, but you are not the right type of guy. Not even close. Well, I suppose I don't know for a fact that I don't actually need that these aren't guys that I haven't encountered yet either. I don't really know that. Actually, it's a decent possibility I haven't encountered them before because I got crystals for both of them. Okay, these two don't look to be identical. So now we've got Yakshini and Yaksha. Though again, I don't think these are the enemies that I was missing. Nicely done, Omega weapon.
No one's hurt, right?
Well, other than the enemies we just killed. Any chance you guys are different? No, you look... Yeah, hold on. Maybe I misunderstood which one it was that we hadn't already encountered and at the wrong place entirely.
That wasn't even a warm-up.
I need to look this up because this isn't making sense. Alright, let's go to the bestiary. These are feral creatures and demons. So we've got Yaksha and Yakshini. There's also supposed to be something called Shaguma and Haguma at the Val Peaks Tennis Fuck. Maybe I need to actually go to the Val Peaks Tennis Fuck page. See what it says about where enemies spawn. I'm at that section. I'm trying to find if there's anything here about the different enemies. Oh, that's 200 as fuck. I need to find 10 as fuck. Okay. Here we go. Haguma and Shaguma. These rare monsters function much the same way. Oh, fuck. Yeah, so that's the thing, is they're super rare. The real challenge is in how to... is being fortunate enough to encounter them. Thanks for telling me that that's the challenge. That's great. Alright. We go to our fragment skills. Battle Mania. Increases the encounter rate of powerful enemies. They're not considered powerful, they're just rare. So... I don't know if there's a special place we need to be to encounter them.
I got this. Sorry.
But it looks like this is... Maybe I don't have a choice. Maybe I gotta do this off screen. Because it's gonna turn into... like... one video per monster that we haven't encountered yet. And I'm just gonna have to do it while listening to movies or something. That would suck. I would not be particularly down for that. Ah, well. You guys are probably Yakshini, but can't take the chance that you just are a different enemy that looks a lot like them. The forgettable opponent, the Yakshini is one of the blah blah blah. Nope, they don't really give you any hints at all on this. Okay, Monster Professor. There are two fragment skills that are practically mandatory. The first is Battle Mania. Countermaster. Enables you to increase and should you wish reduce. That makes it easy. Handful of pawns extremely easy to miss. The first is the giant cactuar. Okay. Nope. There's nothing talking about these enemies anywhere except for this page here, which says the challenge is encountering them because they don't appear that often. Oh, great. Thanks, game. Could this be them? No. Why would it be? I'd have a whole video of fighting these guys, not the guys we want to fight. We haven't been given any information on what part of the map they actually spawn at.
No one's hurt, right?
Or at least I've confirmed that it's not a misprint and that they actually are here, because the beastie re-entry and the oh, here they are. Is this them? Aguma and Chiguma. Here we go. Okay. Alright, I'm over it. I was starting to get pretty annoyed, but I'm over it. I actually intended to be get a recording session of this game going hours ago, and I ended up watching a Zerfall stream because Bobo and Grimmeth were both there. Other people were there too. Those are the two that you would probably know by name. And I was like, well, shoot, I gotta watch this now. And now, like, because the Xbox 360 was running and the state was loaded, I was like, I gotta record at least one video now before I go to bed. But I should be ending a session, not beginning one. Anyway, let's go confirm that our bestiary now has all of the quote demons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Cool. Now I can move on to the Stalkerberry Wyndham. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so I'm missing something. We got the Barbed Spectre. This is super frustrating for me now because I'm trying to read. I'm trying to see the screen, which is far away, and a book, which is close, and I'm an old man. Modus, Dendrorandom, Mandrake, and I didn't get something called Necrosis, which is at Yasif Massif 10 as fuck, or 1x as fuck. Okay. So we'll go for that next. I don't have any particular reason to believe it spawns more often at one place than the other. So let's just go with whichever one we find first. Although it would probably be wise, all things considered. We've spent a lot of time fighting in those areas and never encountered it. So maybe I should just cut to the chase and go to the Yasif Mashif pages and see if there's any description of what you gotta do to encounter this enemy. Looks like I was on a chocobo the last time I was here. Okay, what the heck is the name of it again? The Necrosis. I don't see it listed as an indigenous monster. Now an O1F as fuck it is. It says a rare monster type. So maybe we do want to go to 1X as fuck. It doesn't say exactly where it appears though. Here's a grad one. You know, the bestiary says it appears here. It's not listed. It is listed on 1X. Let's not even dick around. Let's just jump straight to the place where we have double the reason to believe this thing's actually going to show up. He's a grat. Look at the croup. Look at the well-formed hindquarters of that chocobo. That chocobo's got the big one. So, just gotta get out of this place and start running around until we encounter a particularly fancy new one of those flying plant Trifid dudes. Trifid is just one of the type enemies of this type. There's these weird floating around plants with stingers. Oh, could we be so lucky? Would you please get hit? Thank you. Oh yeah, we could be so lucky. Maybe the game is having mercy because it knows there can only be one reason we've got encounter rates set high and are running around all these areas we've already cleared. But we not only dealt with necrosis, we've actually got a crystal for it, which is not required for this quest, but never mind. So that's the Stalker Berry window. Now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Next up is Armadillons. I'm seeing 3. And 3. Nudibranch for the nudists out there. I'm seeing 5, and I've only encountered 3 of them. Okay, so the crawler. Oh, again, I got new glasses on order. Caterpillar. Okay, so we haven't encountered the Caterpillar yet. It's at the Arcalite Steps. So that is annoying because all the enemies that are at the Arcalite Steps usually involve special weather conditions before you can encounter them. Maybe we'll circle back. Serentia and we've got. So the other one we're missing is XIII, which is a new Bodum 3 as fuck. Alright, so let's go to New Bodum 3 as fuck. Hey, hey, hey. Which should be easy enough to find in the manual because it'll be really early on. Unless I'm greatly confused, that is the first area of the game. Not counting that preview chapter with lightning. Oh, I don't want the walkthrough. Never mind. I still managed to get it wrong. Because this manual is divided into 2 different sections with 2 different levels of detail. So this enemy, the XIII, is extremely rare opponent. God damn it. That can appear in the tidal shallows and beachfront zones. It will only spawn after you return to New Bottom. Okay, well at least they gave us a little bit of info. So you got to be at the beachfront, and it won't appear during your first, the beginning of the game. You have to leave and come back. So it's designed. This is like an enemy that's designed to prevent you from completing this stupid quest. Serves no real purpose, isn't useful in any way, isn't especially challenging apparently. It just only shows up if you return to a place the game never requires you to return to and has a very low encounter rate. Apparently I'm already in the tidal shallows.
Bring on the arrows and ammo!
Do it! Bring on the arrows and ammo, they say, and then are immediately attacked by monsters. Do not believe this counts. Bring on a mega weapon to protect our village. What could possibly go wrong? Oh, there we go. At least we seem to be encountering them pretty quickly, too. Oh no, this isn't it. This isn't it. This is a different, same thing. I got excited too quickly. Because there's more than one enemy of that type apparently hanging around here. Yeah. Tidal shallows and beachfront zone. So this is the tidal shallows. See, I don't know if we're missing an unusually high number of fragment skills, considering we're only missing one fragment. But we don't seem to have access to an ability I know exists where you can defeat, like you can win easy encounters without having to fight. Like you just swing your sword and the battle like automatically is won. We're getting very little out of this, obviously. A couple of potions here or there. It's a regret for forgetting with that. That might be it there. There we go. Oh, we got a crystal out of it. Cool. Alright. Return to the Historia Crux, go to the Arcalite Steps, and I need to look up this enemy's spawn conditions in the Arcalite Steps. Big ass list of monsters. So we're looking for Caterpillar, I believe. And the Caterpillar. Clearwater Marshes Rainy. Okay. Nothing about them being super rare. I guess we just never happen to come across them.
Time.
The description says if you have a monster with the item collector passive ability in your active party, these otherwise forgettable opponents can drop plenty of potent essences, which is, I don't even remember what level of monster training stuff that is, but it's like, okay, whatever. Sure thing, Mr. H. Doesn't happen to already be rainy, does it? It does. Are we already at the Clearwater marshes? No, we are at the Stone Sump Wastelands. But I think the Clearwater marshes are back towards where the Ocho is. Yeah. Oh, you guys might be it. This might be Caterpillars right here. We got a Mew now. And Caterpillar. Yeah, we actually just ran right into him, so. I was getting annoyed really quickly with the idea that those Yakshini-looking guys were not going to show up for us, but things seem to have, we seem to be doing pretty well now with getting these enemies to actually show up. So, back to the bestiary. We might not have that many left to go, although there's a lot of militarized units and a lot of. There's not as many. Some of these categories have fewer in them than others. But feral creatures is a big one. So the nudie branch. Now we got 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Now it's time for the wyverns. I'm only seeing 3, and this has about 5, so we're obviously missing several here. We got Svarog. We got Vrr, and I got Death Gaze, but we don't have Kanakumev, which is at Yasif Mashif 110. So let's go straight there. Let's not putz around with this. If we can knock out the wyverns in this video, I'll feel like we made pretty decent progress. Yashif Mashif 110 as fuck. And a rare and for the unprepared dangerous monster, see points of interest. Okay. Kind of rare monster appears under distortion. Okay. Alright, so this one we want to actually have the powerful monsters more likely to arrive thing going. Because this is considered like a boss monster for the area. Now it's a boss monster, it's a boss monster at this point in the story. If it shows up, it'll probably be a pushover for us right now, but still. Does it say anything about where they like to appear? Oh, you can realistically beat it at low levels. Okay, actually, it's already. I can already tell this one's going to be a pushover. But let's get the attract tougher enemies thing going. I think you guys are tougher enemies. Fine, if you're not going to let me avoid them, then I'll fight them, but jeez. Again, if it doesn't take too long, I could probably just go after everything, thinking that it might be something that I haven't encountered yet, but both of those enemy types we've already confirmed we full cleared them all. Or at least encountered them all. So this battle has nothing to offer us. Oh well. Had decent luck with things spawning fairly quickly. I can't complain too loud. I don't happen to know what the right places are to go looking for this monster spawn. The strategy guide couldn't be bothered to provide detailed information on that. Yeah, there's no specifics on what part of the map to look in for it. So it's not really giving this. We set Battle Master on, right? So we should be getting the toughest enemies available here. Attract tougher enemies. So yeah, we've got several fragment skills that we're missing, which is weird. We've got only one fragment missing. You do not appear to be a wyvern type monster.
I got this.
Sorry, but we really enjoy murdering you guys. No, we were being attacked from both sides. I didn't realize. Really powered up to bravery there, guys. How's this? Ooh, awesome. Fine, we'll fight you. Jeez, I'm just trying to get to a different part of the map where we might have different spawns.
This one's mine.
Take this, take this. This one's mine because you told me to take it. So I assume it's mine. Okay, this could be a place where different monsters appear, right? There's a chance. This could be a little corner of the world with different spawns. Or not. Here we go, this is what we want. So this thing might not last very long, but who knows, it might surprise us. Doesn't seem like it's going to surprise us. Oh, we didn't get a crystal from it, but we got it. That's the main thing at this point. That means that we're missing one wyvern, and I'm kind of tempted to take care of it in this video, even though it's really time to call it a video, because that'll just be one more species that's been dealt with. We only got Longuis. I don't think Longui foreleg counts as a separate enemy here. And Woodwraith wise, we're missing a Woodwraith too. For some reason I was really hoping we'd made more progress on some of these others than we have. But we got Svarog, Verberburple, Kanakamev, and Deathgaze. And now what's left is something we didn't get called Iliankaz in the Sunlath Waterscape at 400 as fuck. So if I quick skip to the Sunlath Waterscape, if I can find it. I'm not having any luck finding it. Where is it? Where are you at? Can't always figure out what order some of these things are going to be in. Probably another one where it's just there's Sunlath Waterscape 300. Sunlath Waterscape 400 popped up later. Okay, at least I figured I found where the little guide is on the side. Okay. And it's a rare monster, weaker for dangerous for weaker parties. Doesn't really say exactly where in the map they are. So maybe we just need to warp there and try to find one. But it's going to be one of the ones that it says dangerous for weaker parties. I think the wyverns just tend to be enemies that pop out of the scary looking death portals, because they're, you know, even the weaker wyverns are always going to be positioned to be the more dangerous enemies in the area they're in, because that's how this enemy type was introduced in Final Fantasy XIII. And almost all the enemies in this game seem to be recycled from that game. I think if there are any new enemies for this game, there must be some. suppose we don't know for a fact that we got all of you seeping free. So really no idea whether this is an enemy type that we need to go somewhere specific to find. Planets I know I've fought in like massive numbers. Well, we're trying to squeeze the very last out of this game. I mean, without the DLC, this would really be the very, very last thing we could do in this game is try to encounter every monster so that we can get this last fragment. No. Damn, there's a whole lot of you guys around. Jeez, look at this. All super weak. You definitely want a wide attack pattern area of effect here. Oh, I think you're it. Maybe it doesn't come in a fancy, Yeah, okay, so it doesn't come in, like, a giant death portal, but it's still... You can tell it, the fact that it's not dying faster, it would have been really dangerous if we encountered it much earlier. Because it's dying, but it's not dying, like, immediately. It suggests that it's probably pretty damn dangerous at one point. It was doing good damage to Omega there, too. All things considered. On NPR. National Public Radio. Alright. So that's enough for one video. Because we were supposed to be finding 5 wyverns for our bestiary. I believe this means that we have done it. Yep. So we still got lots of categories here where we could be missing stuff. But oh wow, I don't know how many things we're gonna find that look like that. But yeah, that'll be it for this video. When we come back next time, folks, we'll be doing more of this because trying to do a 100% completion run. You guys would not believe how much stuff I off-screen in Final Fantasy XII as far as encountering large groups of enemies to get specific item drops for the loots and blah blah blah. But in this game, you've seen, other than grinding for items to feed to our monsters to level them up, which we're not going to do a whole lot more of since I've kind of got my Paradigm Party with a Mega Weapon now. But yeah, you've seen pretty much everything, and it's for a Final Fantasy 100% complete run, this is not a very long LP overall, but it's almost done, and I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you'll enjoy more of it next time. Bye-bye.